Hi, welcome to my videos. In my series of videos in accountancy, I am starting a new series, Rectification of Errors. This topic is very much required for all accounting professionals, right from 11th standard till the day you become an accountant, or even after becoming accountant. For all finance professionals, the basic knowledge of rectification of errors is compulsory. To become a full-fledged accountant, it is compulsory that we know how to rectify the errors that happen in the accounting. Now, the errors are classified into various forms. In that one, a very common error is this error of principle. What is principle? Principle is the basic rule. When we commit an error without knowing the basic principles of accountancy, those errors are what we call as errors of principle. The basic feature of this error of principle is that trial balance will not be affected due to this error. In other words, trial balance will tally even if there are errors of principle. Another feature of this error of principle is that it affects the profitability of the concern. The profit will be more or less than the actual profit if there exists an error of principle. Now, this error of principle happens when a capital item is treated as a revenue item or a revenue item is treated as a capital item. Say, for example, purchase of machinery, it has to be debited in machinery account. For that matter, any fixed asset we purchase, it has to be debited in that particular fixed asset account. But by mistake, if we are debiting it in the purchases account, treating it as ordinary goods, what happens? Purchases is an expense, isn't it? The profit will be reduced, whereas if it were correctly treated, machinery will be coming in the, or fixed asset will be shown in the balance sheet. So, in case there is an error of principle, the profit increases or decreases. Till the error is rectified, the profit and loss account will not show the correct profit. So, my dear friends, kindly understand, error of principle will not affect the trial balance, but it affects the profitability of the concern. Stop. These errors, whatever be the error, has to be rectified whenever we trace them. Whenever we come across or whenever we understand that we have committed some errors in the books, immediately we have to rectify it, not waiting for the accounts to be finalized or for the trial balance to be prepared. As and when it occurs or as and when we trace out, we locate an error, it has to be rectified. That is the fundamental rule. Now, the rectification of errors, it may happen in three different stages. One, that stage number one, is before preparing the trial balance. So, before preparing the trial balance itself, if we are able to trace or we we locate an error, then that error has to be rectified then and there. Sometimes it happens that we prepare the trial balance and trial balance is not tallying, then we start searching for the errors, locating the errors, and before preparation of final accounts, after preparation of the trial balance, in between that particular gap, we may locate some errors, and that is stage number two. It is after trial balance but before final accounts. It may happen sometimes that even after preparation of the trial balance, we are not able to locate the error. What we do? We finalize the accounts. And these errors may be located in the subsequent period. That means what? After preparation of the final account. So these are the three stages where we locate or we trace out the errors, and these errors are rectified. Stage number 1 is before trial balance. Stage number 2 is after trial balance but before final accounts. And stage number 3 is after final accounts, or we call it subsequent period. Now, when the rectification is made after the final accounts or in the next accounting year, imagine there are some revenue items which have to be accepted. Some nominal accounts have to be adjusted, or we have committed some errors in the nominal accounts. So what happens? The profit of that particular year will be affected. It should not happen so. So what we do is, all nominal accounts will be adjusted through, or the errors in the nominal accounts will be rectified through profit and loss adjustment account. Right? All real and personal accounts, it will remain unaffected. We will be debiting or crediting that real or personal account for rectification. But in the subsequent period, in the third stage, if we are trying to rectify an error, we will be rectifying it using profit and loss adjustment account in case of all nominal accounts. This error of principle, we will be rectifying it in 4 ways. 1, we will be passing what is the wrong entry again. Then we will cancel the wrong entry. We will write the correct journal entry. The cancelling entry plus the correct journal entry, we will be able to get the rectification journal entry. And that rectification journal entry, according to the stage of correction, we write the exact rectification journal entry. So my dear friends, whatever is the error of principle, we will be rectifying it in 4 different stages. 1, we write the wrong entry. Whatever error is committed, we write as it is. Then the next step, we cancel that error by cancelling the entry, the wrong entry. Then we write the correct journal entry for the transaction. Then we combine these 2 journal entries. Based on the stage of rectification, we pass the rectification journal entry. 1, wrong entry. 2, cancelling entry. 3, correct entry. And the 4th stage, we get whatever is the rectification journal entry. Let's solve a sample sum. Purchase of furniture rupees 5,000 wrongly debited to purchases account. Now first of all, we should understand what is the mistake we have committed here. Purchase of furniture rupees 5,000, this is the correct transaction. Was wrongly debited to purchases account is the error we have committed. Now what is the error there? Purchase of furniture should be debited to furniture account. Instead of that, we have debited to purchases account. Right? Now what is the wrong entry we have already passed? It is purchases account debit to cash account. This is the journal entry we have passed. Now this error, this is a mistake. This has to be cancelled. How do we cancel an entry? We reverse it. It will be cash account debit to purchases account. Right? Now what happens? Purchase account was wrongly debited. We have credited it. Cash account was wrongly credited. We debited it. Now this is cancelled. We write the correct journal entry now. What is the correct journal entry? Purchase of furniture has to be debited to furniture account. Write that journal entry. Furniture account debit to cash account. If we had written the journal entry correctly, this would have been the journal entry furniture account debit to cash account. Now instead of writing this, we have written purchase account debit to cash account. Now what we do? We combine these two journal entries and write it as a rectification journal entry. This journal entry, by this journal entry, we cancelled the effect of the error. Now we have written the correct journal entry. We combine these two and write the rectification journal entry. This cash account debit to cash account gets cancelled, isn't it? What is left over there? We have got in the debit, we have got furniture. In the credit, we have got purchases. So, in stage 1, before preparation of trial balance, we will be writing the rectification entry as furniture account debit to purchases account. We have debited to purchases account, we are cancelling it. Furniture account should have been debited, we did not debit that day, today we are debiting it. So, in stage number 1, before preparation of trial balance, this is the journal entry, furniture account debit to purchases account. Now, we did not rectify the error in the first stage. Imagine we have already prepared the trial balance and then we have located this error. The rectification in that particular moment, that is second stage, will be the same. Furniture account debit to purchases account. Right? And in the third stage, kindly understand, in the third stage, if there is a nominal account, that nominal account has to be substituted with profit and loss adjustment account. Furniture is real, purchases is nominal. So, in the third stage, we will be writing the journal entry, rectification entry will be furniture account debit to profit and loss adjustment account. Friends, we will not be writing all these three journal entries all together. We will be writing the journal entry according to the stage of rectification. If this error were located before preparing the trial balance, we will be writing this journal entry. Now, we have already prepared the trial balance, we did not locate the error, but before final accounts we located the error, this journal entry will be passed. And if this error was located after the final accounts, that is in the subsequent year, we will be passing this journal entry, furniture account debit to profit and loss adjustment account. What we did? From the first again, we first wrote what was the wrong journal entry. Then we cancelled the effect of that wrong journal entry by reversing the wrong entry. We wrote the correct journal entry. We combined these two journal entries and we got the rectification journal entry. Based on the stage of rectification, we passed the rectification journal entry. This is the easiest method of solving this sum. Now analyze this error. Repairs to machinery rupees 15,000 was debited to machinery account. This is an error of principle, isn't it? Repairs to machinery should be debited to repairs account and not machinery account. When will machinery account be debited? When we are making the repairs when the machinery was purchased. Immediately on purchase of a machinery, if we are making some repairs, if we are spending some amount on its overhauling, then it will be debited to machinery account. But now it is just repairs to an existing machinery. So this 15,000, it is a nominal account. Repairs account should be debited. Instead of that, we have debited machinery account. Now here you can add wrongly. That means what? This is the correct transaction and we have committed a mistake over here. Now this is the correct part of the transaction and this is the error which we have committed. So first write whatever is the wrong journal entry we have passed. Machinery account is debited. The journal entry will be, wrong entry will be machinery account debit to cash account. Repairs to machinery rupees 15,000 was wrongly debited to machinery account. Machinery account debit to cash account is the wrong entry. Now cancel this one. How do you cancel it? Reverse it. cash account debit to machinery account. Now this is the cancelling entry. Now what is the correct journal entry? Repairs to machinery. Journal entry, correct entry will be repairs account debit to cash account. Repairs account debit to cash account. Now we have to combine this cancelling entry and the correct journal entry. Cash account debit to cash account, as the amount is equal in the debit and credit, these things gets cancelled. Cash account debit to cash account will get cancelled. What is left over there? We got repairs account debit to machinery account. Repairs account debit to machinery account. Stage 1, that will be the journal entry. Repairs account debit to machinery account. Stage 2, this is after trial balance, before final accounts. Again, in rectification of an error of principle, the journal entry in stage 1 and stage 2 will be the same. Journal entry will be repairs account debit to machinery account. Right. Now in stage 3, whenever we are rectifying an error after preparation of final accounts, in case there exists a nominal account in the rectification journal entry, it has to be substituted with profit and loss adjustment account. Now repairs account is debited. Instead of repairs account, we will be writing profit and loss adjustment account debit to real account is machinery account. Right? Let's come back again. This is the error we have committed. Repairs to machinery rupees 15,000 was debited to machinery account. First we write the wrong journal entry. Machinery account debit to cash account. Cancel the effect of that error. Rectify or reverse the journal entry. Cash account debit to machinery account. What is the correct journal entry? Repairs made to machinery will be debited to repairs account debit to cash account. In the cancelling entry, we have got cash account debit. In the correct journal entry, we have got to cash account credit. Cancel those two, we will get repairs account debit to machinery account. In the stage 1 and stage 2, the journal entries will be the same for. Kindly understand, the rectification journal entries for error of principle will be same in stage 1 and stage 2. In case we are rectifying it in stage 3, that is after preparation of the final accounts, we will be writing the journal entry as profit and loss adjustment account debit to machinery account. So my dear friends, this is an easy method of solving or rectifying the error of principle. Kindly watch my videos. In the next session, we will be discussing about error in the books of original entry. Thank you.